Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Looting with me, Rob, and we have a guest ghost in this episode. He's not very happy, he's just come in and he's seen a fly somewhere. Yeah, so I didn't do an episode for May because I knackered up my knee and I had some time off work, and with time off work I lost money. You'll notice I'm not upstairs either, I'm actually downstairs sat on the floor. That's mainly just because I've got a new phone and I want to try out the camera on it because I'm going to Insomnia not next month, in August, and I want to do a load of recording and I want to see what the camera's like. So hence the reason I'm sat on the floor in my dining room. You can see my washing hanging up there, and I just want to see what the quality is like and the mic and everything. So I have, however, I don't know if I can just pan the camera down this way without doing anything. Got a lot of goodies to show you that I've picked up mainly throughout this month. There we go. Oh, there we go. I'm still getting used to this phone, and I've already cracked the screen and everything on it. So, right. So first of all, I will show you what I've picked up book-wise. First thing I've picked up is, if you can see it, 13 Reasons Why. After watching the Netflix show, I wanted to read this. It's a bit different from the show, but it's very bloody good. If you've not read it or watched watched the Netflix show, sorry, I'm slightly hungover because it was my birthday yesterday, and I went out for a few drinks with the family throughout the day, and I'm slightly hungover. I'm really feeling it now. I've been asleep all day and I'm feeling the hangover. But I'd recommend picking up the book or watching the Netflix show or doing both because it is really, really good. It's pretty much, obviously everyone's probably heard about it, but if you haven't, I will tell you. It's about a girl who commits suicide, and she releases 7 tapes. Each side of a tape has a reason why she killed herself, and each reason is to do with a person that's interacted with her in her life and such. So it's a really excellent read. I binge watched the series pretty much in a day and a half. I think there's about 13 episodes altogether, obviously. Or 14, something like that, but it's well worth a watch. The other thing I've picked up is 2 Pokemon notepads that have different Pikachus on them. That's because see, they've got stuff on the back and the front. They are lined. There you go, you can see the lines there. And I think they're like £10 off Amazon. That one, and then there's that one as well. The reason why I've just picked these up is because I'm trying to do a bit more blogging, and I want the notepads so I can take notes, because I'm going to try and go to a load of conventions this year. Pardon me, mainly Insomnia, and I think there's the Birmingham one coming up in November. So I want to blog about them on my blog. If you've not read that, I will leave a link for it. I think you leave the links at the end of the video now, but I'll put a link in the description box below. So I just want to make notes of my time there so I can write it up, because my memory is crap. The other thing I've got is this awesome coffee mug. I don't know if you can see it all. It does start off as like a black mug, and as it gets warmer, Charizard appears, and on his back I think he's got Venusaur. No, he's got Bulbasaur and War Turtle on his back. I don't know if the light will let me show it. Yeah, you can probably just see it there. But it turns in, basically it starts off the black mug, then as it warms up, the whole background starts to appear. It's really awesome. And it's still hot. Oh, out hot. Right, next thing I've got, actually I'll do that last. That's the DVD. So I'll show you the DVD I got first. Tales of Vesperia. It's based on the Xbox 360 game, which I love. So I saw this for £7 in see. Sorry. I'm back. I thought there was another cat that had come in the house. I think Ghost has seen something in the kitchen. Yeah, so I've not watched this yet, so I'm going to watch it tonight, see if it's any good. But I saw it in CEX, so I had to pick it up. I'm sure there's some... I am sorry, I am back. I'm hearing a noise in the kitchen, and Ghost has just ran out to see what's going on. I'm going to move over this way a bit, so I'm more centre. So I'm going to watch this. Can't wait to watch that tonight. And then the next thing I've picked up is Far Cry 4. Really enjoying it. it's Far Cry. Everyone's played it, everyone likes it as far as I'm aware, so I won't talk too much about that. This. Final Fantasy 14 online. I picked this up on Friday. I treated myself to an early birthday present. Not really a big fan of MMOs in general, because I'm old and I like single player games, but I freaking love this. It is awesome. I'm hooked on it. I've been playing it all day today, all night Friday, and I would have played it yesterday if I hadn't gone out for my birthday. And again, I've been writing about it in my blog, so if you want to read that about my experience starting it up and everything, I'll leave the link in the description so you can go ahead and read it. I've picked up, I'll do these now. I've picked up I was going to say PS3 game then, but it's not, it's a 360. It's Gears of War 3 to go with my collection, because I've got Gears of War 1 and 2 up there somewhere, and all I need now is Gears of War Judgment, which I'm going to keep an eye out for, but I think I want the collector's edition. I'm not 100% sure, but I still need to play this. So I think I'm halfway through Gears of War 2, so I'll finish that one and then jump onto this one. And then I picked up Gun. Sorry if you can hear that, I think that's one of my cats. Yeah, which one are you? I think it's Gimli. Yeah, it's Gimli. Gimli's come say hello. You come say hello. Look, they've both got nice little collars in there. You can say hello. Because they're going out, they've got flea collars on. Oh, nope, they've heard the other noise. So yeah, so I picked up Gun, because this is a brilliant Western game that I loved to play years ago when I first had it, and then I got rid of it, and now I've got it again. I'm sure this is the one that is voiced by Christian Bale. I'm sure it is. I'm sure this is the game that's got Christian Bale doing the voiceover. And then another one is Ghost Hunter. I love this game as well. This is one of my favourite games back in the day, where you play like a police officer, and he never believed in ghosts, and then he just goes out hunting. I don't think I've ever finished this game. I got so far in it and whatnot, so I want to play it again. So I remember it's been years since I've played this, about 12-15 years, and I just remember something about a haunted teddy or something, so it's one that I want to go back into and finish at some point. So they're the PS2 and 360 games so far. I've got more, which I'll talk about in a second. Next, I've got my PS3 collections that I've picked up. Obviously, Kane and Lynch Dead Men to go with Kane and Lynch Dog Days. This is one of my favourite games. I did play this on the 360. There you go. Oh, watch the coffee, Gimli. I did play this on the 360 and finished it, and absolutely loved the story. Picked up a comic for it, but I've never played the sequel. And there's a pub in Skegness. I don't know if it's still there now, but they have like a life-size bust of Kane and Lynch just above the elevator, and it's really awesome. And for £1.50, you can't go wrong with it. One of my favourite games of the they're not of the next generation anymore, are they? Obviously, we would say the PS3 and 360 era, and it's awesome. If you've not played it, I'd highly recommend it. Next one is Devil May Cry 4. I thought it was the reboot there, but it's not. I've got the collector's edition on 360. I'd love to get it on the PS3, but I haven't. I've not found it yet, so I picked up this for £2. Again, this is another game that I haven't finished, but one of my favourites. I'm a big fan of the Devil May Cry series in general. And if I remember correctly, Devil May Cry was originally going to be a sequel to Resident Evil. I think it was going to be Nemesis, I think, but they changed it up. Or was it going to be a sequel to Resident? No, it wouldn't be Resident Evil. It's either sequel to Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil Nemesis for the next gen consoles before they designed Code Veronica. But instead they decided to change it up and create a new game series for it. Sort of like how Shadow of Mordor was meant to be a Batman Arkham sequel, but again they decided they didn't want to, and then they just used the battle system that they've got in that and made the Lord of the Rings game. Whereas this, I'm sure they rehashed it all up from the all the way from the bottom and started brand new. But it's still an enjoyable game, one of my favourite series on the PS2, so happy to get that. I've still not played the Devil May Cry reboot yet, because I'm not a big fan of reboots in general. I like the old stuff, so I've heard it's good, and it's got a British Dante, so it's one that I probably will pick up at some point if I can find it. Next is Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I wasn't a big fan of this when I played it on the 360. I couldn't get into like the whole control system and everything. But I saw it for £1 in this Steam, so I can't go wrong. I probably will play it again because I did like the Deus Ex on the PS2. I didn't like, is it Invisible War? I think it was the second one, but I did like the first one where you play as, I can't remember his name now. I want to say it's Adam Jensen, but this is Adam Jensen. I'm sure it was another Jensen brother that you played as on the original, and I really like that one, so it's one that I'd love to pick up again. Right, I've picked up next Mass Effect 2, just because I want it for the collection. I have finished this on the 360, but I'll do it again on the PS3 for the trophies when I get time, because in a minute all my time's going into Final Fantasy 14, and then next month, actually, in a couple of weeks, Final Fantasy 12 comes out, so that'll be getting all my attention. But I want to do this, so I want to do number 3 so I can move on to Andromeda, because I haven't finished number 3 yet. I've never even played it. So that's one of my games on my backlog. I have a massive backlog of games I want to play, but obviously everyone's played Mass Effect and it's a really good sci-fi game. Next one was just one for the collection. It was Assassin's Creed, because I've got quite Assassin's Creed. Well, no, I haven't actually. It's on the 360. I've got the Assassin's Creed collection, and I'm trying to build it up for the PS3 because I've got every single Assassin's Creed bar this one on the 360. So it's one that I need to keep an eye out for, but I've got it on this one so I can finish it and get the trophies, and I want to do a let's play on it. And it's still got the price in the back, so I got it for £1. I think it was from HMV or somewhere, but it's got the price in the back. It was $45.99, and then it was $24.99, so, and then it's for £1, so I can't go wrong. Right, this next pickup is what I'm really happy about. I got the collector's edition, the Black Phantom edition of Demon Souls. It cost me £40 on eBay, and I was bidding on it for a week. It's left me skint now, but I'm really chuffed with it. So obviously you've got the box, which is really nice. It's a bit battered, but I'm not bothered. It's a game that I've wanted. And then you've got the strategy guide, which is quite cool. It gives you a backlog of everything, and it tells you, I'm assuming it's a guide for the game. It's got a little notepad so you can, yeah, so you got end game, so it tells you about all the bosses, where to go and everything, all your items, your weapons and whatnot. This is one game that I've never actually played because I didn't have a PS3 back in the day. I had the 360, so it's one I want to do a let's play on when I'm able to. I need to get a component for my PS2, my PS3 even, so I can record it with my Elgato. No, because I won't be able to do it through Thingy-my-bob, would I? Actually, I might be able to do it through ABS. I'll have to look into that. And then I've got an art book. I probably can't see it because of the lighting. I've got 2 bulbs out on my spotlight, so the lighting isn't the best. But I've got an art book, which is quite some nifty art in there. And then I've got the soundtrack to it, which is quite cool. I'm really impressed with this. I'm really happy with it. And then obviously I've got the Demon Souls, the game, and everything is in pretty much decent nick. Even the disc is pretty decent, and there's like a bit of what's the word I'm after, interception, a film within a film within a film within a film. That's quite weird, that is. If I can angle it, you can see on me my Mega Drive collection of games there, and my GameCube games, and then if I can move it over, you can see my PS2 and my Xbox original games on my shelf. So this is one that I want to do a let's play on, and I've seen the Dark Souls Prepare to Die collector's box. It's like this, so I want to get that one. And obviously I'm going to move on to the Dark Souls 2 and then Dark Souls 3. I want to get all of these collector's editions for them if I can. That's the general census and the idea anyway. And then the next thing I got, I treated myself to another early birthday present. What's this t-shirt? If I just get on my knees. There you go. It's a Pokeball, but it's the Death Star. So it's like 2 of my favourite things, Pokemon and Star Wars, which is awesome. And I really shouldn't be kneeling on my knees with my back knee. Right. This next thing I've got in these 2 carry bags over here is my friend Ben messaged me at the beginning of May saying he's going through some stuff, and there's a fly in here. He sorted out a load of PS2 stuff that he's getting rid of. So he said, do you want a couple of games? I thought, alright then. He'd come round with 2 Sainsbury's Aldi bags full of PS2 games. I'm not going to go through them all in this video, because it'll take too long. I'm going to split him. I'll probably do half now and half, not half at the back, well, I'll do a few now and then a few in subsequent episodes, that's the word I'm after. Just to show you, so I'll make them last, so I can put them on my shelf bit by bit. But I have counted them, and there is about 60 games altogether. So I'm just going to take a handful out now. So it's about 60, so I think if I do like 15 or so how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so there's 16 here. So that's alright. And then I'll do another 15 in the next episode. So the first one that we've got is Endgame. I think this is a light gun game. One that I've never actually played. Yeah, it's a like, because I'm not a fan of light gun games in general, unless I'm like at the arcade or something and it's House of the Dead or Time Crisis. But it's one for the collection, so I can't complain. And obviously got one of my favourite games of the PS2 era was, of course, Max Payne. Everyone loved this game because it had the bullet time and whatnot, and the story was just genius. And I'm sure this is the first type of its game ever where the enemies, the AI gets harder or easier depending on how you play. So it's really good. I've finished all the Max Paynes in general, and Max Payne 1 will always be my favourite. Next one is Speed Machines 3. Welcome to the fast-paced world of Speed Machines 3, a world full of incredible speed and spectacular races. Choose from a wide range of vehicles and previous. Can't say I've ever played it because I'm not a fan of racing games in general, bar from Need for Speed 2, Need for Speed Underground 2, and Midnight Club 3. They're the only racing games that generally I like. Next one is Tony Hawk's 3. This game, man, everyone loves this game. The gameplay was brilliant, the tricks, and the soundtrack was absolutely epic. So you had like AFI, CKY, Goldfinger, and loads of others. I can't remember what, but it's one of my favourite Tony Hawks. The only other one that's my favourite is Tony Hawk's Underground. That one game is awesome. And then you've got Max Payne 2. This one was a good game, but I didn't rate it as good as the first game. So I'm sure it's on this one where I got stuck in a nightclub, or it might be the first one, I can't remember. But there's a bit with the nightclub and whatnot, and I'm sure Mona's with you. I can't remember now, but anyway, I enjoyed it, but it's not as good as the first one. Next one is Spider-Man. The case on this is quite bad, or the protection's coming off, but hey, I'm sure I can pick a cheap case somewhere. Oh wow, it's from Blockbuster as well. Oh my god, and it was like, you can see that it was £30. Jesus Christ, that's quite old. And then it went to CEX as well. I don't think I've ever played this one. No, I don't think I've played the Spider-Man games since PS1, so probably after a while the PS2 I can give that a go at some point. Next one is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Never really played a golf game before. I used to play golf in real life. I used to play with my granddad, but I've never played a golfing simulator, so I don't think I'll ever play it now, but it's one to add to the collection. Next is Buzz. I used to play this all the time with my sister and two of my friends. We all used to play this a lot and had plenty of good nights, but I don't think I've ever played Buzz Hollywood. I think it's just the original Buzz that we used to play, which I think I've got somewhere. Yeah, Buzz the Big Quiz, I've got that up there. Next one is Call of Duty Finest Hour, and that is from Game Station. I can tell by the label on there. That's another store that's closed down now. This one is one that I've played. I did enjoy the Call of Duties when they were on the PS2, along with the Medal of Honors, purely because the games were epic back then, and there was no multiplayer, and the story wasn't that bad. And I'm happy to see that the new Call of Duty is going back to World War II or World War I or whatever it is. I think it's World War II, isn't it? So I'll probably pick up that Call of Duty. Next one is another one of my favourite games on the PS2, which is the Getaway. Basically Grand Theft Auto set in London. It's just great. The story was brilliant to it and whatnot. And the gameplay, the shooting mechanics, the driving was alright, a little bit hard to get used to. But the story was excellent to this game. I loved it. obviously it reminds everyone of like Snatch and Lock, Stock and all the London gangster games and whatnot. There's no instructional booklet to it, but I'm not too bothered. The game's there, which is cool, so I want to play that again at some point. Then FIFA 10, not too much to say about FIFA. Everyone likes FIFA. I've got a collection of FIFA on my 360 starting from 07, so this one's start on the PS2. Again, the case is a bit, the protection pad sealing things coming off, but I'm not too bothered by that. And then Lego Star Wars 2, I think I might have this already. Oh no, I've got Lego Star Wars on Xbox, so Lego Star Wars 2 on PS2, can't complain too much. It's in the back, can't really talk much about Lego and Star Wars, it speaks for itself really. And then we've got GTA Gran Turismo 3. It's a racing game. I'm not a big fan of Gran Turismo series, never played it. Played the first one on PS1, I think played the second one on PS1. And then we've got GoldenEye, a Rogue Agent. Never played this one. Obviously I'm a big fan of GoldenEye on the N64. Me and my sister used to play that all the time. Awesome game. I've not played a James Bond game since James 007. I want to say Nightshade, but it was one that was on the GameCube, and it was in, like, I think it was in, bits of it are in Japan and stuff, but I haven't played James Bond games since that, so I might give this a go. I'm not sure. Probably not. And then we've got The Godfather. I've not played this one. Don't know. I did play Scarface, The World Is Your Oyster, or The World Is Yours, whatever it's called. My friend Mark will probably like this because he's a big Godfather fan. I like to wind him up by telling him that I've never seen the Godfather films, but I have really. He just goes up in a tiff when, not a tiff, but he's always shocked, especially when you tell him you've not seen the Godfather series or Goodfellas. He goes off on a rant, so I love to wind him up by that. Next one is Buzz the Big Quiz. This is the one that we used to play all the time, and now I've got this one twice, but I've got the red case and the blue case, which is quite cool. Again, not much to say about that, but that's all I do for looting for Rob now. Obviously I've still got a load more games to go through yet, so I'll do them in the next few episodes. But that's my pickups for May and June, so I'll probably do another one depending what I get this month, next month, or in August after I come back from insomnia. So whenever I decide to do it, I will see you all then. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye.